What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of Alone in the World. We are building the Herd Clothing Company, and by that I mean we are making it right from scratch, and that is going to be a lot of sheep, a lot of grass, a lot of silage, because we're going to need to fund this adventure somehow. And as you can see from the top right corner, we really don't have a lot of money right now, but we're starting off hot in this episode. We are going to grab some sheep pens, and listen, there is going to be a little bit of a flaw to my theory, and I say that before I'm doing this, but I'm still going to do it. I'm going to grab 2 smaller pens. Now, this is not one of the smaller pens. I'm going to need something smaller than this, because that's 450, and that's a lot. So I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to go something smaller than this. And why I want to do this is because I want the sheep to eventually be able to breed and be able to, obviously make us money that way as well. Any way we can make money is great, but at the end of the day, all of the money that we do make, we are going to put into making a clothing line. And man, does that require a lot of sheep. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 smaller ones here. Now, we were looking at the 450 capacity. We're not going to do that. We're going to keep it at 250, and we're going to have multiple ones. That gives us a little bit more control over what we do. Now, we're going to fill both of these up, and this is where the flaw comes in. You're thinking, no, only fill them half up or something so that they can breed the rest of them. Well, yes, usually that's the case. However, we want to make as much wool as we can immediately. So we're going to do that, but with the 3rd and the 4th pasture that we're going to buy, and that's probably after the 2nd silage haul. And again, it's not just going to be mowing grass all the time in this. We will make money doing other things, but grass is going to be a very good and big important part of this. So I promise that this is going to not be mowing grass every episode. However, the first 2 episodes, yesterday's and today's, will. Now, I'm coming over here because I want to do something with the side. See how off this is? I would just like to smooth this out a little bit, just to make things a little bit faster. We're trying to get a lot of work done here, and I don't want to have to deal with all of that noise. I don't know. It's just a small pet peeve of mine. That's really stupid. It probably is, honestly, but at the end of the day, it's my stupid thing that I'm going to do. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, now we're just getting done with the smoothing out process, and now we can move on. Now I can be sane. Now I can start thinking about making a clothing company, because we all know that unlevel terrain is something that's going to stop even the brightest, most aggressive CEO from reaching $1 billion. So I'm so glad we got that done. Now we can move on and start mowing some grass. All right, now the crone is out again, and we are going to mow as much grass as we can. Now, I've got this set so that 1 day is 1 month, and that's because we need grass and we need to grow it quick. And I'm not going to sit here for all these episodes and just wait for it. So we're going to have grass available to mow most of the time. Now, the trade-off is that it's going to go faster, but that's actually good news for us, because then we will be able to collect the wool faster and everything will move faster. And really, the goal is really not to move fast in series. However, with Farm Sim 25 coming out, and with us just getting back on the trail and doing this again, I want to create a whole series. So we're going to have to try to move this along decently fast. So that's where I'm at. And we're also going to be able to put out more videos now. I used to live on a farm. I used to live in a place with the internet where it would take me maybe 4 hours to upload a 20-minute, maybe even 10-minute video. Now I can I just uploaded the brewery season 1 that I'm going to release on Saturday. It's just a supercut. It's all of season 1 of the brewery, and that was a couple hours. I got it done in 22 minutes. So this is the difference of internet that we're talking about, which is really good, because now I'm going to be able to put out more content. And in addition to that, hopefully we'll be able to up the quality a little bit, and maybe the frequency of how many videos we put out in a week. I'm really hoping next week is a week where we put out 5 videos in a week, Monday through Friday, and hopefully we'll maybe 6, because I would really like to, not this weekend, but the next weekend, put out the next episode of The Farm, which I am writing right now. I really like where it's going, and I've honestly just got to play a little bit of it, and then I can hook it up into the editing and voice part, and hopefully by Saturday that'll be good. I don't think that there's any reason why that shouldn't be good, but either way, I'll stop rambling. We'll continue to mow because we're trying to fill the bunker, and we're going to get a production point after this, and maybe some more sheep, because again, we can't have enough wool, both for money, both for just the process of making these clothes. And oh man, the time limit is, we're running up against time, that's for sure. So we're gonna have to get a lot of these episodes out. And also with another series, as long as I continue to ramble, is No Man's Land. I'm going to be making a town build on that. It's going to be the last town build that we have for Farm Sim 22. Something that's been really beneficial and fun for us to do. I started it on Pioneer and it was awesome. I'm hoping that is going to come to FS25. But either way, we're going to make a town build on No Man's Land. I figured that was the first one that I seen of those maps like that, so it would be a good way to end it. But let me stop and let me end it, and let me keep mowing all this grass. So just so we're on the same page, Field 2 is what we have, and Field 3 is what we are going to buy now. Field 2 is where we have the bunker and things like that. Field 3 is over by the port. And the reason that we want to buy Field 3 is because we actually have more grass to pick up. We're trying to fill this bunker one more time. I think that will give us a sufficient amount of money so that we can move on to other things other than mowing. Mowing will always be something that we do. It's just something that I won't dominate the episode on, because again, it gets repetitive and it's pretty obvious that we have to pick up grass and put that into the bunker. That's probably something that I will end with, or be starting with and being at, I don't know, one way or the other. We're not going to show a lot of it, but it's something that we're obviously going to have to do every day. That way we make money. There's no two ways about that. Now, the last episode, I asked you guys to leave in the comments, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should just keep this meadow grass going and continue to mow that? Or is it worth it to actually plow and then make, plow and then plant some grass there so that we can have our own? I do like the latter because it gives us a little bit more control over our field, but I also don't know if it's going to be worth it financially. So I will do both, and I will see what it does, but I'm hoping that it gives us a little bit more yield, or else why should we do it? And it's something that L Family Gaming asked me to do. Said I've always wondered is it worth it, or what's the yield more? I don't know if I'm the right guy to run this experiment, but I will do it. And hopefully by the end of it, we'll be able to answer the most important question, which is obviously, is it financially worth it? Is it worth the time to do it? Do we get more yield? But either way, that's where I'm going to end the episode, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will be back Monday. We will do another one of these probably, and then I'll probably save the town builds for Tuesday and Thursday and make them a little longer than these. But until then, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it, and I will talk to you on Monday.